Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Microscope Beauty. Today we are doing our first board game review, and we're talking about Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a strategy game for 2 to 4 players where you are an arborist, growing and harvesting trees, trying to become the dominant species in the forest. Before we get into the game itself, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you are excited for board game reviews, and subscribe to see more of them, and also leave your suggestions for future board game reviews in the comments. But let's get into how to play Photosynthesis. Each player has their own player board that's filled with their special type of seed, small, medium, and large trees. These are all available to purchase with light points throughout the game, but players start with a few already available to play right away. The game starts with each player taking 2 of their smaller trees and placing them on the outside ring of the board. The game is broken up into evolutions and turns. So an evolution is a full circle around the board, and there are 3 during the game by these. But a turn is when the sun moves once, and then a turn is comprised of 2 phases. Stage 1 is photosynthesis. So players get light points based on the position of the sun at certain angles. They're tracked on the player board and can be used to purchase the seeds, small, medium, and large trees, denoted by the price of them on the board. Points are accumulated throughout the game and can be used during each of your turns. Small trees on the board are worth 1 point, medium trees are worth 2 points, and large trees are worth 3. So in order to determine how many points you get for the first stage, you have to look at where the trees are located based on the sun. So in stage 1, this tree for the orange team would get 1 point, and this one would be another point. However, points are lost if trees are blocking the light from getting to other trees. So see this green tree down here? It's blocking the light for this yellow tree, so the yellow player would only get 1 point for that tree over there. The size of the tree also determines how big of a shadow it's casting. So a 2 tree would cast 2 shadow, so this tree back here would no longer get light. The shadow system is the same as the point system. The small trees are worth 1 shadow, the medium trees are worth 2, and the large trees are worth 3. Phase 2 is the life cycle phase. Starting with the first player, light points collected in the first stage can be spent on different actions just as long as those actions occur on different spaces on the board. You can buy a tree or a seed and put it in the available to play section. You can take a seed or a tree and plant it using the amount of light points denoted at the bottom of your board onto the board itself. You can also grow a tree using the amount of light points marked and turn it into a larger tree. The tree that you've used is then put back on the next available space on your board. During your turn, you can also harvest your 3-point trees. You would remove them from the main board and put them in any available spaces you have on your player board, and then you collect the victory point token for the soil type that you removed the tree from. So this came from a 1-leaf soil type, so I got 14 victory points. The closer you get to the center of the board, the more victory points you're able to earn. The game ends after 3 full revolutions of the sun around the board, and whoever has the most victory points by the end of the game is master of the forest. Photosynthesis is a great game if you want to still have friends after it's over. It's so gorgeous and such a fun tactile game where you have cool pieces to pick up, you're interacting with the board, things change at a moment's notice, and the strategy is always different. A cool little game mechanic is that the first player changes based on which sun revolution you're at. So that switches up how you're playing and makes things a little bit more interesting as the game progresses. Since you're the one placing the trees, the replayability of this game is there. It is so easy to have a different game each time you play. Plus, I find that this game is so well balanced. There's never a time where someone's just running away with the board. It's so easy to make sure that things are even for each player, that by the end of it, you aren't 100% sure who's gonna win. Plus, a little added bonus that I think was incredibly clever of the game's creators is that you don't have to take the trees apart each time you wanna play. The box is set up so that you can just put the fully formed trees into the box and make cleanup and setup up super simple. To me, this is one of those games that it seems really fun and fancy when you first see it, but the rules are super simple. Getting to actually playing the game doesn't take a really long time. And if you have friends or family who just don't seem to be into board games, this is one that they can easily understand. And halfway through, they'll suddenly be like, oh my God, I should have done this differently. I should have put my tree there, or I should have started going towards the center faster. It's one of those games that you want to play again immediately after you finish, just to try a new strategy. Let me know in the comments below if you have played Photosynthesis, or if you're going to pick it up, or what your favorite part about this game is. Don't forget to put those suggestions down there for future board game reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.